Aries, welcome to your Astroflower reading, going from the 10th through to the 16th of July. There seems to be something coming up next week, and I'm going to be doing a reading, a collective, and a timestamp as well this week about what's coming through the energy next week. And I've been seeing it in everybody's reading. Let's see if we see it in yours. Overall energy here is the Nine of Pentacles. This is ultimate sort of success, because it's like success that you've nurtured and you've created over time. And I've seen this in you, Aries, that's been turning up. You are really stepping into your power, and this is also to do with a certain amount of communication and connecting with everything that is around you, not just with people, but with nature, with your own work, with your community, with even just, with your house as well. You're just connecting to everything. So it seems like there's you got this feeling that you're just constantly winning. That's the energy that's sort of building up through you at the moment, and I think that's because of the good quality and hard work that you've done over the past, and I've seen it in your cards. A very honourable path that you've been going on. Really beautiful. I thank you very much, by the way, Aries, for being here. I really do appreciate your support and all of that. Your karmic path on your relationship side is the Ten of Pentacles. You've created all of this abundance, and it's you've got to live it now. And I would live by engaging really honestly, frankly, with everything that is around you, with people, with the world, with nature, with any types of relationships, in a way of sort of kind of going, no, I'm going to do this, would you like to do this, it'd be brilliant, or I'd like to do that with you. And this is this whole communication thing, and I think you've got everything within you to get the best out of life. It's going to be absolutely amazing, once you engage in life. Evening, you've got everything in your pocket. It's like you've got that Swiss Army knife in your pocket. The universe, what is the universe encouraging you? Okay, so you've got all of these possibilities, all of these attributes, and the universe is sort of saying use one at a time. If you've got every blade out of the Swiss Army knife, I don't know if you know that in America or in any other places. So it's basically it's a pocket knife that's got like a pair of scissors on it, a knife, a nail file. Sometimes it has like a little magnifying glass. There's loads of things. Once you realise you've got all of those things, but you can't use them all at once. You can only use one thing at a time. And I think this is where the universe is encouraging you to do that. Concentrate on the things that are working, that are, providing those sort of like moments of joy, which contribute to your eternal happiness, basically. Engaging with it in a very physical way as well. You've got nothing but pentacles here, Aries. This is mad. Queen of Pentacles. Now this is in how your guides are encouraging your connection to your past and your future. The thing is with the Queen of Pentacles, she knows what's going on. She sat at the Tree of Knowledge, and she knows that the Tree of Knowledge will bear fruit at this time of the year. She doesn't, and everyone kind of goes, how do you know about that? You have this sort of assurance that comes up through you, that's been coming up through you for a very, very long time, as I've seen in your readings. And this assurance that you have within you, it's infectious within the people that are around you. People feel secure around you. People feel at ease around you. And I think this is what you've got to play to that strength. I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's going to help you out enormously. Page of Pentacles. What the? Aries. Okay, so this is your future self. Once you start applying this, knowing about this fruit that's coming through the Tree of Knowledge, the Page of Pentacles, it's opening that future path for you. And this is the future. It's a position of respect. I think this is what's coming out of these relationships, is ultimately respect for you. This is bringing in a lot of luck, a lot of chance, a little, opportunities for you, but it's learning about how you've cultivated this. If you've been following the Astroflower for some time, you'll realize that. You would have known, you would see it, and you would engage in it in your life. So this is where you should be in complete and utter control, and creating a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities for you going forward, a lot of luck. But it's through your persona, through your way of being, through your assurance that you have within you. And the moon. It had to have the moon there. I think you don't. Everyone has, everyone. A lot of the signs, especially the fire signs, have had the moon in this section. If it's not a fire sign, they've had it in another section. But they all seem to be getting the moon up the top. And I think it's because you're creating a situation, and I think this is what is coming through next week. So I'm going to do like a mid-July reading next week on Monday and Tuesday. Make sure you tune in for that. But because it will give you a good heads up on what that resetting of the energy is going to be like. And I think this is where I almost get like off this card at the moment that what you're going through is producing something that you don't even realize how big it is, how good it is, how strong it is, how confident it is. And it's so coming through you in a way that's going to open your eyes, or I think you're going to spend a lot of time kind of going, oh wow, I didn't see that coming. That's absolutely brilliant. It always seems to come out in a good way, that moon, at the moment. So in this week here, I think this is what, out at the end of this week, it's like kind of that assurance and that confidence and that respect that you're building within your relations, and the material and the physical connections that you're going to have with the people and situations that are all around you. Oh, hi. Evening. It's great. That's what life's all about, isn't it? Living, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, I think it's gonna surprise you. Let's have a look what's going on in your material front. On your karmic path, you have playing smart. This is that very fine-tuned fire and water and emotions that is within you, Aries, comes to the surface here. I think this is really playing smart, and you're one of those signs that almost sort of like work smarter rather than harder. I think this is what is coming out here for you in your karmic path. Work smarter rather than harder. And I think it's, this, and looking at your readings, it has been on your cards for some time, of taking a position where it's almost a position of authority and stuff like that within your career path, within your business and stuff like that. And now because of that, I think that authority comes out because you're playing smarter rather than harder. The universe here is bringing you the Knight of Pentacles, the assuring path, which, as you can see behind the Knight there's a field that's ploughed and it hasn't been planted. He's got those seeds in his hands, and I think the universe here is sort of saying, now is the time to apply that working smarter and not harder aspect of it all to actually get a lot done. And I think the universe is encouraging you to engage this week here within the workspace. Set things out, put in place plans for the future, which is going to really help you out. Your guides that connect your past and your future and your super subconscious and the coincidences that are around you. Judgment. So I think this is it. The universe is saying time to get on, Aries, and this is time to get on to your calling of what you should be doing and knowing what you should be doing. It's like the universe has sort of said to you, or you've come into alignment of the best way to get the best out of life in regards to your job, your business and your project. And this is how I should do it. And this is the position I should take. Go ahead and take it. Really fill your boots, Aries. Be that best example of who you could ever be, just by being it, just by doing it. Yeah, your future self here, there's no choices here. I think this is like a crossroads where I almost feel like that you're stepping into something at the moment. You're stepping into a future that there is a choice, but there's not really a choice, if you know what I mean. If you're going one way, you've either got to turn left, turn right, or go straight ahead. But you know where the destination is. And I think there's no real choice here. You just know you've got to go ahead and do whatever you've got to do. And doing that, you ultimately put yourself in that position of authority, as I was saying earlier on, that position of respect and assurance and stuff like that. It's just blowing throughout the entire reading here. You've got nothing, you've got two swords, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pentacles. You know, this is really, really physically dynamic of how you apply yourself in life. And when you do follow this pathway, when you do say to yourself, right, there is no choice, this is my destination, this is what I should be doing, and this is what I should be getting out of life, all of a sudden there is offerings coming into you, contracts, new jobs, new businesses, new opportunities that connect you with the joys of the material, world of work and that and so forth, and really getting into being that person, being that knight, in a way, because you're in a position of authority. There might be in the case for some of you that you might be the one offering here. It could well be that case, but I think for the majority, I think you're going to get offerings which is going to be, that's going to be totally in tune with you. Thank you very much for being here, Aries. All the support you give to this channel, in any which way, through the YouTube way of doing it, subscribing and etc. But also down in the description you'll find links to buying me a cup of coffee. I drink tea, but you can buy me a cup of coffee anyway. It'd be lovely. And also there's links to my private healings and readings where you can choose the formula that sort of corresponds to you, and you can click on the link, go and book it up, the time and date, whichever fits you, and it's all done and dusted. It'd be lovely to see you. But whatever it is, thank you very much for your support for this channel. Let's just see what the clarification is with the Light Seers cards. With the 9 of Pentacles, you get the Knight of Pentacles. Pretty much what I'm saying here earlier on. You've got this stuff coming, this win-win-win-win-win scenario. And thing is, I don't think it's a case of just collecting in the fruit of your past, or the energy is not just sort of saying collecting in the fruit. Don't forget to replant for the future. As you go down your path, as you engage with with the energy that is around you, don't forget to plant your future success. With the 10 of Pentacles, you get the Fool. You don't like being the center of attention in a way, Aries. You find it a little bit egotistical maybe. But here is a leap of faith in regards to your abundance, about the qualities, the multitude of qualities that you have. And stepping into it is a bit of a leap of faith, puts you a little bit out of your comfort zone, because I think you're going to breed a lot of attention in your way. Good attention, totally good attention. Connections, physical connections with people, with the world, with activities, with whichever way it is, it's going to be a very sort of satisfying new chapter in your life. With the 2 of Pentacles, you get the 3 of Cups. Finally a bit of Cups. Oh, we did get a Knight of Cups over there, sorry. 3 of Cups, so it is socializing, and I think this is concentrating on the things that work and being very matter of fact about it. Bringing your cup to the celebrations will bring joy not only to you but also to the people that are connected to you, that whole sensation of feeling, feeling assured and at one with yourself. With the Queen of Pentacles, that here and now having that self-assurance going forward. Yeah, temperance, patience. I think you've been patient, with a lot of people. And I think it's not that your patience is wearing thin, although it can do, Aries, and we all know it. My mum and my brother are a testament to that. Don't have to tell you anymore, Ma. You know I love you. And so do you know I love you, Jago, my brother. And you, Selma, as well. There's loads of Aries I love, you know what I mean? I've got loads of Aries in my family. It's quite mad. But, I think you've been patient with the situation. I just think you're just taking control because you know what's best. With the Page of Pentacles, yeah, don't look to the past, look to the future. Don't worry about the past. Don't try and get judgment from the past and stuff like that. I think it's basically letting things go and just sort of saying it was what it is, but look at this beautiful future because I've got this cup and I'm bringing it to the party. And that's going to breed a whole new cycle, a medium-term cycle, a 9-month cycle in your life, which is going to breed beautiful stuff for you. With the moon, you get the moon. I think it's basically sort of saying what I said. I think you're just going to be really surprised at how this pans out for you. And it's almost, it's almost better if you don't know, because it ruins the nice surprise. It's just, and it's coming in a very, very beautiful way, I think. I think you're going to be really emotionally touched by it in a really beautiful way, in a very beautiful way. Let's just see what's going on in your material path. We got the Seven of Swords with the Nine of Wands. I think this is playing it smart, is sort of like playing smart, working smarter rather than harder. I think this should be almost like a mantra for you as you go down in your path in the future. It's going to stop you repeating any problems that you've had in the past. And that's what the Nine of Wands is all about. With the King of Pentacles, with the Knight of Pentacles, you get the Five of Swords. Yeah, don't argue with yourself. Don't argue with the universe. Just go ahead and do what you got to do. You're on a calling. You're on a mission. And just heading off and doing what you're supposed to be doing, I think, is really important. And not getting involved in complications that doesn't really serve you. And I think that's what that playing smarter or working smarter, rather than harder is all about. With the Judgment card, I think this is, maybe this calling is to realise that, you can run a business and you can pay, sometimes when you're investing in a business, you're starting a business up, you employ someone, and that person you employ gets as much as you, or even more than you, because you're starting the business. And having patience with yourself, I think, is really important. But now I think is on the radar is your success and your ultimate advancements within your material world. I think that should be the main thing on your radar. With the Two of Swords, you get the Queen of Wands. Very passionate about the here and now. When you're passionate about the here and now, there will be no choices. It's going to be obvious where you should be going. So when you're involved in the situation, do not allow yourself to be elsewhere. And that's what that sort of working smart rather than hard, smarter rather than harder is a lot better for you. It's concentrating on the here and now, getting very passionate about it, so it becomes very obvious where you're going, and that any choices in the future will be a no-brainer, and you will be choosing to be that leader, that person who is running the show, as it were. I think it's going to really sort of like bring some benefits to you. What is that Knight of Cups all about? Two of Cups. You could well be meeting someone who you marry through your work. That is possible for some of you. Or have a relationship with someone that is at work, that works with you. But I think this is where a contract comes in that puts you into alignment with who you are. And not just physically, financially, but mainly emotionally. That this is that whole judgment card sort of coming to fruition in a way. It's the past that's coming to fruition when you come in alignment with yourself and alignment with everybody that is around you. It's breeding for such beautiful times for you, Aries, and it's just waiting for you to just take that position and be that person. Be that person. You know, be the light that you wish to be. You know, you wish to follow. It will really do you no ends of good. Be absolutely brilliant. There you go, Aries. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for your support for this channel. I will see you soon in those collective and all signs readings. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.